a double sleeve grip. In this case, we're going to do Uchimata, maybe some Harai Goshi too. It's always a lot of fun. We think a lot double sleeve grip like Sode Harai Goshi, knee drop, Seoi-nage, those type of things. But they're also very useful for Uchimata, Harai Goshi, that type of throwing technique. So we're looking at a couple of variations of that. Now, you can do it as a big load up, but we're going to do more of a leg or spinning style Uchimata in this particular case right now. So when I do this on Eric, and we're gripping, I want to get a fairly low sleeve grip here, my left hand, okay? My right hand is going to come over the top, and my thumb will be pointing toward me. And I'm grabbing right about, just about his forearm area here, like this. And I'm thinking like I'm going to almost punch him, but I'm not. And when I come into it, when I actually come into the Seoi-nage, or the Uchimata, I'll start on this side here. When I spin in, I'm going to do this as I come in, and I'm leading with my right foot. So here's my basic starting position. I've got a sugar footing here with my right foot. And when I do this and I pop up, see my elbow is back, my fist is forward, and I'm going to spin in and sweep. There is not a lot of connection with the hip to his body. It's a lot of leg action here. And you'll see when the guys do it, you'll see there's a lot of this. It looks like there's a lot of space that shouldn't be working, but it does work quite well for the Uchimata. So the first application of the double sleeve Uchimata is fairly low grip here down the forearm here, and notice this grip. And I can be working this grip, you know, here, and then pop them up. See how the elbow's up, and when I spin in, it's spin. So you'll see the guys do it here. So, and when he does this, he pops up, he lifts. Now see that? Now what? He's going to take a deep back step with his left, and he's going to spin. And it's like that shouldn't work because there's a lot of space there between the hips. And it kind of defies good technique, but it's actually very good technique. So there's a lot of hand action. It's almost like a hand style Uchimata, but it's a double sleeve style Uchimata. And there's not a lot, you don't have to lift up and get a lot of hip in. Then you can do it the same way. You can come in with like a lot of hip action. Don't actually do it if you want, but you can come in like a Sode Harai Goshi, and then you can add the Uchimata in. See there, you've got that. You can clearly do that, but it's really easy to learn, and it's awfully sneaky if you do this method here. Spin under, like that. It's a very unusual throw in the sense that there's a lot of hand movement here, and it's not so much a hip throw or a leg sweep or anything. It's a lot of hand action, and the legs follow in at the end. Let's take one more look at the Uchimata. Again, it's a spinning or leg style Uchimata. Here we go. Might give a nice Harai Goshi. Let's do that one. Now, we can turn this into a Harai Goshi too. I'll get out of the way, you guys. Wait. Mike's going to be doing the exact same movement, but instead of Uchimata, he's going to be sweeping in front with his Harai Goshi. Now, you notice Mike doesn't necessarily take a big step outward. That's okay because his hand work is so, his breaking the balance is so strong. Okay? So with a Harai Goshi, you might not need to step back as deep as you would the Uchimata, but more of a spinning attack. Look at his hands again. Lift up, spins, and there you go. Okay? I can do it one more time, fairly full speed. Now, let's get meaner. Let's get a little nastier here with our grip. This is the grip my wife used quite a bit with her Seoi-nage when she was competing in both judo and sambo. And basically, I'm not giving Derek or my opponent, whoever it might be, any chance to do a break fall. Okay? So, it's okay for me. All right. So when I do this, it's a low grip here, fairly low grip here, and I got it here. I could be working here. He might be defensive or whatever, and I could pop him up and do this. But what's going to happen is I'm going to swing his arm under like this. So I'm going to be pulling here and swing his arm under, his hands under his armpit. Okay? Now he has nothing to do a break fall with, and this is a nasty fall. Now, my wife did it as a very strong knee drop Seoi-nage. Okay? She threw a lot of people with this, and we have videos on that in our YouTube channel that do that. But let's do this as an Uchimata now. okay? So you do this when you come in, but remember, when I do this, just like the other style of Uchimata, I don't have to really load them up a lot. In fact, if I try to load them up, my body's in the way, and cut away. So I want to, the leg style, the spinning style Uchimata, under here like this, see the foot? Spin out, and there's your Uchimata. So it's this, and a lot of pull, and swing. Let Derek do that now. He was being nice tonight, because you could really unload on the guy. So, for practice sake, they're being nice to each other. See how he jumped over and practiced to be careful. Let's parse that out a little bit here. So when Derek does it, see the low sleeve, left hand on the low sleeve, right hand swings under. Now look how he's trapping Mike's left arm under there. He's got his arms crossed and he's in a really bad way. Now look at Derek's right foot. He's going to spin about on his back foot, and as he does that, he's going to swing in with his Uchimata. He's going to spin in with the Uchimata. If he tried to do this over his hip, he may be able to, but the arms get in the way of doing a hip action. Okay, you'd have to do a knee drop seoi-nage more.
Or you can kind of do a split leg style, what we call the beki-nage, where you come in like that, but you have to be really, really good at getting your hip underneath their belt body.
It's still more of a seoi-nage, so let's just stay with the Uchimata here. Let's do that one more time. Now look at how he comes with the arms under his side, and he spins about. And there's the swing. Now, Mike has a Harai Goshi. He's more of a Harai Goshi guy from this. He's got the arm under there, and when he does this, he spins, and he does the Harai Goshi, okay? And there's a lot of hand action. You don't need to turn your body in deep. As you can see, Mike is not turning his body very deep in. And he's being nice to Derek by not landing on him, okay? Trying to get him on the mat pretty good, guys. That's pretty neat. But watch it, under here, step. Okay, let's parse the Harai Goshi out now, just one more time here before we finish out here. When Mike comes in, gets the arm set up. Now, time that, guys. Let me come on. Now, when Mike does this, swings under. See this? Now, see, his foot is still here. See that the deep leg is there. That's still a pivot leg. He steps back just a little bit, and he's going to sweep across. Now, you could say, there could be an argument, this could be an oguruma style, but he's not using a lot of hip. It's not so much Harai Goshi, you maybe call it oguruma if you wish. Or even ashiguruma, depending on what part of the leg you're doing, wheeling over the leg. But nonetheless, it could be an oguruma, ashiguruma, Harai Goshi. We're going to call it Harai Goshi for now, just out of convenience sake. There you go. Now again, these guys are not unloading on each other, so keep that in mind. We're throwing on a crash pad. And I really recommend that, especially when you do this style of Uchimata Harai Goshi, simply because you're landing real hard on him, and you're not giving him a chance to do his break fall. So be sure you practice your safety methods here, guys. It definitely is a crash pad. And on throw, we teach beginners by any stretch of the imagination. We want you who are doing this to be well advanced into your judo, sambo, jiu-jitsu, especially your throwing skills. Okay, let's take a look at that Uchimata one more time. The cross arm, the dip under, the arm cross Uchimata. Okay, let's take it one more time. There you go. And then the Harai Goshi, Mike, why don't you do the Harai Goshi? Spin under. There you go. There you go. Okay. So those are just some different ways of doing Uchimata Harai Goshi with using the double sleeve grip. You know, again, experiment and practice, because there's so many different ways to use the double sleeve grip. We just explored a couple of ways here. But the double sleeve grip is a very viable technique, a very viable gripping skill, and it really fools a lot of people to do Uchimata, because how many people think you can do Uchimata out of a double sleeve grip? It's just very unusual. So it's something that might fool a good opponent. But again, these are not beginning techniques. These are pretty advanced skills. Be sure you have a lot of lead-up skills before you attempt this stuff.